Since its inception in 1986, the Dragon Quest series has etched its name into the annals of gaming history. With 11 main series games and an expansive array of spin-offs, this iconic franchise has not only left an indelible mark on the gaming landscape, but has also expanded into the realms of anime and manga, weaving a rich tapestry of stories that captivate fans worldwide. In 1989, the manga spin-off Dragon Quest: The Great Adventure of Dai was serialized in Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump, running until 1996 alongside an anime adaptation that began in 1991. Unfortunately, the original anime was left incomplete due to scheduling issues. However, in 2020, Dai's story received a long-awaited remake and completion in the newest anime adaptation, forming the basis for the spin-off game, and this is a mouthful, Infinity Strash Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai. Years after the defeat of the Demon King and the release of his malevolent will on monsters, we follow the story of a young boy named Dai. Raised by his adoptive grandfather, the monster magician Bravest, Dai grows up on an island among monsters. Dai's life takes a turn when he befriends Leona, the princess of the kingdom of Papnica. After saving her from peril,
anything for my princess.
Leona's admiration for Dai's courage and strength prompts her to request the legendary hero Avon to train him. Responding to the princess's request, Avon arrives on the island accompanied by his apprentice Pop. Despite only a few days of training, their lessons are abruptly halted by the return of the former Demon King, Hadlar, now a commander in the army of the great Demon King Vern. Hadlar's renewed strength proves to be overwhelming for Avon. In a moment of crisis, a mysterious power awakens within Dai, enabling him to temporarily drive off Hadlar. Now with their mentor fallen, Dai and Pop embark on a journey into the wider world, fueled by the determination to honor Avon's memory and become heroes. Along their path, they encounter new allies and formidable foes, shaping their destinies in a world marked by camaraderie and conflict. As players progress through the story, they'll have the opportunity to unlock a roster of 4 playable characters, each distinguished by their unique strengths and skills, stemming from their distinct classes or vocations. First up is Dai, the hero, showcasing prowess in close-range combat with a hint of magical finesse. Pop, the mage, specializes in unleashing the full potential of magical abilities. Then there's Mam, who initially takes on the role of a warrior priest armed with a magical gun, capable of firing capsules loaded with spells. In her initial stage, Mam focuses on healing and support. However, in a quest to increase her utility within her party, she undergoes a transformation into a martial artist, mastering close-range hand-to-hand combat. Finally, we have Hyunkel, beginning as a dark swordsman before evolving into a spear-wielding warrior. Every character in the game comes equipped with fundamental combat moves, including basic attacks, blocking, and dodging. Chaining basic attacks together forms a combo, and mastering the art of timing can enhance your third strike, dealing increased damage and staggering your foe. A well-timed block not only nullifies incoming damage, but also staggers your adversary. Additionally, perfect blocks as well as perfect dodges contribute to charging the coup de grace ultimate skill meter. This powerful skill can be unleashed once a segment of the meter is filled, with the attack's potency increasing as the meter reaches higher levels. While these mechanics are common to all characters, each one boasts their own set of skills or spells. Players can assign 3 of these skills or spells for any given stage, in addition to each character's unique ability. This dynamic combination of shared mechanics and individualized abilities adds depth and variety to the gameplay, ensuring a distinct and engaging combat experience for every character. Before diving into any stage, players encounter the Edit Party menu. Here, players can freely tweak their party, adjusting party members and outfits, provided it's not a story mission, their ultimate attacks, 3 equipped skills or spells, and bond memories. Unlocked primarily through story progression, each bond memory depicts a scene from Dai's story as presented in the original manga and provides enhancements to various stats. Character progression plays a crucial role in this system. As characters level up, they unlock additional bond memory slots, totaling 6. These memories are classified into 3 tiers: silver, gold, and colorized. During missions that permit the use of multiple characters, each member autonomously engages in combat without the need for direct input. Players, however, have the freedom to cycle between their characters by pressing down on the D-pad. In the top left corner, the HP and ultimate meter of each ally are prominently displayed, empowering players to strategically take control of different party members. This dynamic system allows players to optimize their combat experience by seamlessly switching between characters based on the evolving battlefield situation. In battles against more formidable foes, players gain the advantage of a lock-on feature for precise targeting. A break gauge visibly measures the enemy's resilience, gradually diminishing as players inflict damage. When the gauge is completely depleted, the enemy's guard breaks, opening a window for players to unleash a barrage of attacks. It can often be a strategic dance of precision and timing in the heat of combat. A final noteworthy feature worth highlighting is the Temple of Recollection. Though it serves multiple functions, its primary draw lies in the trials it offers. These trials transport players into a dungeon-like scenario where they confront successive hordes of monsters. The challenge begins at level 1, and with each conquered room, players earn experience and combat bonuses. Navigating the trials involves choosing doors with different symbols, each representing a unique combat bonus for successful completion. Once a room is cleared, new doors with enticing bonuses emerge, guiding the player's progression. Once a trial commences, players commit to completing a lair before claiming their rewards, at which point they face a pivotal decision: leave with their hard-earned spoils, or venture into the next lair for even greater rewards, albeit with the risk of losing everything. Trials yield valuable rewards, including bond memories and enhancement materials. Players have the flexibility to configure their party composition as they wish, but will earn more memory amber, used for purchasing items and enhancing bond memories, by entering trials with fewer party members. The Temple of Recollection goes beyond trials, offering players the ability to enhance their bond memories at the expense of memory ambers and memory motes, earned by acquiring duplicate bond memories. Furthermore, players can enhance their skills and spells through the combination of gold and enhancement materials. And finally, the Bond Resonance list offers a range of base stat boosts by expanding your collection of bond memories. Seeing as Infinity Strash was based on the 2020 anime adaptation, The Adventure of Dai, I decided to start watching it to better inform myself of the overall story and context surrounding the game. However, this endeavor unveiled the significant shortcomings of Infinity Strash. While the game is based on the anime, its cutscenes consist mainly of slideshows featuring stills from the anime accompanied by voiceovers. This presentation method, especially for a full-price game, poses a substantial problem, further exacerbated by its inferiority compared to experiencing Dai's story through the anime or manga. The in-game narrative is so heavily summarized that it omits crucial context, character introductions, and development. The issue intensifies as the game features 3 types of quests: story quests with combat and cutscenes, free quests focusing on combat, and adventure quests consisting solely of cutscenes. Without exaggeration, the majority of my time playing the game was spent watching these cutscenes. For those who have already watched the anime and plan to play this game, feel free to skip the cutscenes. Only a handful of actual animated video game cutscenes exist, and unfortunately, these are subpar, often appearing unrefined and occasionally suffering from frame rate drops. The best antithesis to this game would be something like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Ignoring the fact that Kakarot omits the whole first part of Goku's story, it can act as an adequate replacement for the Z portion of the anime. A video game adaptation of The Adventure of Dai should have implied a total remaking of it, rather than the half-baked approach that is actually present here. While my main criticisms of this game clearly center around its storytelling approach, I really should acknowledge that the gameplay, despite feeling inexcusably momentary relative to the cutscenes, is actually remarkably solid. The only issues I experienced in this regard was when locking on in combat, it was very difficult to break boxes in the environment to acquire healing items or power-ups. Additionally, from seeing the trailers for this game, I was under the impression that it was going to be an open-world experience, which unfortunately turned out not to be the case. The combat environments were often bland, generic, and repetitive, especially in the case of the Temple of Recollection trials, as both room designs and enemy hordes saw frequent repetition. And if you're skilled enough, trials are a very lengthy commitment. For Dragon Quest enthusiasts or those with a passing interest, the gameplay can be genuinely challenging and is enjoyable enough to warrant a playthrough. but certainly not at full price. Wait it out and try to find a sale on this game. It's worth noting that the game is a digital-only release, except in Asia. As a physical game collector, I acquired my copy from PlayAsia. I've left an affiliate link down in the description. I don't think I've had such a love-hate relationship with a game in quite a while. And despite enjoying the opportunity to engage with a multi-medium story, I think I'm ready to put this one in the rear view and move on to something new. As we step into what promises to be a crazy year for gaming, my anticipation for upcoming titles is high, and I'm hopeful to dive into new exciting experiences on the horizon. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Did you get a chance to play Infinity Strash, and did it meet your expectations? I'm especially interested in your take on its story delivery. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this content, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. And as always, I hope you'll join me in the next one. I've been Punch and Funk. Keep it funky, fellas.